Today, we're going to see a complete beginner's guide of the Apple Watch Ultra. I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips, tricks, and hidden features allowing you to leave this video as an Apple Watch Ultra expert. Let's get started. As you can see on the very front of the packaging here, it says Apple Watch itself, and that's it. That's all that's on the packaging. It's got some stats about the device on the very back and two pull straps that allow you to open up the box for the very first time. You just lift the left and the right strap up and this comes open like this, and you get this lovely unboxing experience to see the image there across the packaging and this front panel here for the Apple Watch. And then you can lift that up. You've got the watch itself and the band. Pretty simple stuff. That's all that's in the box. So we can go ahead and take out those two components. We can put the box to the side. We can flip through the component here. It's got a nice tutorial on how to use the watch itself, labeling all of the different buttons on the Apple Watch, which we'll go over momentarily. So it tells you how to charge it and tells you about all the buttons. Pretty cool design that they've got there. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging here. We've got the watch in the first box and the band for the watch in the second box. Now we can turn that over, and they've got two paper pull straps that will allow us to open up these boxes. So we'll go ahead and rip that off. We'll rip the second one off right over here. And now I can go ahead and flip over the box and lift it up, and out comes the Apple Watch, just like that. So over here it says designed by Apple in California. It's got some coordinates on the side. We can lift this up, and inside here, if we undo the paper tab there, we've got the charging cable, which uses the Apple Watch magnetic charger mixed with the USB-C end. So you plug this end into your computer or into a wall brick, and you place this sliding little puck underneath the watch itself, and that's what charges your device. And now you've got this pull tab right here. We can go ahead and pull up the watch. We've got the Apple Watch Ultra 3 in this lovely finish, and then we can go ahead and lift up here and start undoing the paper. And just rip the paper off just like that, and now we've got the actual watch itself. So it's pretty simple to open up. I'll go ahead and put the watch to the side, and then I will place the charger back in its box. And then I'll go ahead and dive into the band. Alright, so here we have the band for the Apple Watch. Now we can flip this over, and we've got one pull tab right here on the side. We just pull it off just like that, and open the strap and pull out the band easily. So pretty simple stuff. It's got some paperwork, and it's got the band embedded right here. So we can just go ahead and pull out the band. Comes out just like that. And pull out the other component. Alright, so you may be wondering, how do you attach the Apple Watch band? Well, I'll go ahead and show you. So we've got my original Ultra right here, and all you have to do is slide the magnetic piece right here. These are magnetic, and you just slide them in from left to right. And the numbers face the bottom of the watch. So you'll find the numbers on the band that will face the bottom. And just like that, you slide them in. Now to take them off, all you have to do is just press the button right next to the band and slide it while holding it down. And that allows you to take it off. So I've gone ahead and pressed the power button right here on the side and held that down, and the Apple logo came right up. And it's booting up for the very first time, and we'll be able to pair it to our iPhone, which is super exciting. So we'll take a look at how this works. I'll show you exactly what you need to do. If you have an iPhone nearby, you can go ahead and bring it into the picture, and you can start to get ready to unlock it and set up this Apple Watch for the very first time. So this does take a little minute to boot up here. It's got the Apple logo on it, and it's doing its first boot, and it's bouncing, and here we are. It wants us to bring our Apple Watch next to an iPhone. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock this iPhone and bring the Apple Watch next to an iPhone. And one of the cool things is that these devices talk to each other. So theoretically, you know, you hold it to your iPhone for a few seconds and they just start talking to each other like that. The Apple Watch section comes up and it says, use your iPhone to set up this Apple Watch. And all you have to do is just press the blue continue button. So we'll press this blue continue button. And now it says, Watch would like to send you notifications. You can hit allow or do not. We'll hit allow. And then it asks us, do we want to set this up for ourselves, or do we want to set it up for a family member? In this case, we'll go ahead and set it up for myself. So I'll press the top option there, and it wants us to hold the Apple Watch up to the camera. So you just hold the Apple Watch up to the camera here, and it should pair the Apple Watch. A green section comes on like that. And I like that this happens simultaneously on the watch and the phone itself. That spiral happens in real time next to each other. So the Apple Watch is successfully paired to the iPhone. Now we can press the Setup Apple Watch button at the very bottom. We can say which wrist preference we prefer, the left or the right. I'm going to keep mine on my left wrist, and then I'm going to press the continue button. And then it's going to move on to the next phase here. So it's got a little spinning wheel. It's letting us know that it's processing. It's connecting your Apple Watch. This may take a moment. So it's going ahead and doing its magic and talking to one another. And all we have to do is just sit here and wait and see while these two talk to each other and while it connects to the Apple Watch. And you can read the stats about this Apple Watch right here. And it says, please continue, set up on iPhone. So we'll move back over. We've got the terms and conditions on the iPhone. We can go ahead and press the orange agree button to move forward to set this up and agree to those terms and conditions. And then it says signing into your Apple account, it allows us to do things like activation lock, find my watch, digital touch, Apple Pay, and more. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this step for the purposes of the video, but you could enter your password and log into your Apple Watch on your Apple account on your Apple Watch, which will make everything seamless across your iPhone and your Apple Watch. I'm going to go ahead and say skip this step, and it says messages. So signing into iMessage will allow us to send and receive SMS, MMS, and iMessages from your Apple Watch. So it does want me to sign in to get SMS and messages. So I'm going to do this really quick. I'm going to type my passcode off camera to protect my privacy here. And then I'm going to go ahead and press the sign in button, and it starts. That took less than 15 seconds there, so we're good to go there. So Apple Watch passcode. Next up, when you set a passcode, Apple Watch looks when you take it off and requires the passcode to unlock. This helps protect your data. So anytime you take your watch off, it automatically locks the Apple Watch, and anytime you put it back on, you'll need to unlock it with this passcode that you create. So you can hit create a passcode, you can add a long passcode, or you can press don't add passcode at all. So we'll go ahead and create a passcode, and then we'll have to pick up the watch to do this. We'll go ahead and select, we can enter our passcode here, which I'll keep it simple for the purposes of this video, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it says this passcode can be easily guessed. Let's go ahead and change passcode and make it more secure, maybe 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. All right, so we got that recorded there. Now next up is bold text and size. So we can, one thing I like about this setting is you can take a look at the watch and adjust the settings, and they update in real time. So if we increase the size, they increase actually on the watch. We can increase the size and see which size that we want. I'll go ahead and keep it around the default size, and I'll press the continue button. Shared settings. So Apple Watch shares settings with iPhone or location services. So some of the apps that you use on your iPhone that use location services may be shared while you're using them on the Apple Watch. So it lets us know that it has shared settings across the different services provided by Apple and different apps that are on the Apple Watch and iPhone. So we'll press this OK button and move forward. Next up, it wants us to personalize fitness. This is great for your health data and your your move rings on the Apple Watch. You can go ahead and insert your date of birth, your sex, your height, and your weight, and it will personalize the metrics based off what you enter. So I'll go ahead and hit continue there. If you're looking to launch a business or have one already, check out High Level. You can build a funnel, make a website, and even create your own AI employee. You can sign up using the link below to get a special double trial for 30 days instead of the traditional 14. Make sure you use the link below to get started today. After you get your high-level account set up and log in, this is what it will look like. You've got all of your features on the left side in the sidebar to build your business and help other people build businesses. And first off, I'm going to show you how you can create a site and create a landing page or a funnel inside of High Level. All you have to do is just click the site section in the left side, and then here you've got some pre-examples here: the clean opt-in, the default video conversion funnel, simple opt-in page, and video conversion funnel 2025 update. Now you can press this new funnel button in the top right one time, and now you can either start from blank, you can start from AI, or you can start from templates. In this example, we're going to start from the over 1,000 templates that are already built into High Level and press this continue button. And then from here, all the templates come up. You can select your category on the right side or left side here, or your type. We can go down, say we're doing an event. We can select the event template section, and then we can select an event. Let's say like we want to have a freelance income webinar. We can select on that one right here. It tells you a little bit about this template, the date, and all the information for it. And then to move forward with it, all you have to do is just press this continue button right here in the top right. And then it adds that template, the color styles, the typography, and loads all the images right here into our site's funnels page. And it makes it really easy to get started and proceed with editing it. So it loads up the editor here, it loads everything that we need, and then we can start to redesign this web page and make it perfect for our business. So we can come in here, we can add the specific date of when it starts. We can say how to launch your webinar instantly and make it shine with AppFind, and that kind of rhymes. And we can come over here, we can add in our images that we want to, our names and our business titles. And you can see here the template is pretty much set up where we can come in here and modify each piece that we need to as needed to make it look great. And then once we're all done, we can hit this publish button in the top right and we can publish it. We can select a domain. So we'll either have to purchase a domain or connect a domain. And in order to connect a domain, you'll need to go into your settings here, and you'll need to be able to log into your backend for your whoever registered your domain and input it in and link the domain or subdomains together. So that's how you can create a site really quick inside of Go High Level. It makes it really easy. We can click on sites in the sidebar. We can check out what the clean opt-in looks like, and then we can look at what this looks like by pressing the button right here. So clean opt-in is very simple. You collect their name, email address, and phone number and provide their major benefits and put their image down below, and you're good to go. So super cool. Now, what makes High Level really nice is you can track your opportunities as people submit forms. You can track those leads right here within the software. So as you can see, the High Level software is a very comprehensive client customer relationship manager where you can come in here with AI agents, websites, you can do automations, you can do memberships. There's so many things that you can do with High Level, and we're just barely touching the surface here. And you can get started today using the link in the description to start your extra free trial with 30 days and get started with checking out High Level so you can build a funnel, make a website, and even make your own AI employee. Next is workout route tracking. So Apple Watch Workouts uses your location to track routes and local weather for outdoor activities. This is perfect if you want to see how far you ran, how far you walked, how far you cycled. You can see the whole map of the route that you took in the workout app, which is really cool. So we'll go ahead and enable route tracking for this. And the next up is sleep. You can learn about your sleep and other measures of health when you wear your Apple Watch to bed. You get a sleep score, which gives you a sense of how well you slept by measuring when you went to sleep, how long you slept, and any interruptions. You can see overnight vitals and get insights into your health and a notification if your overnight vitals are out of your typical range. You can get reminders and updates, like to wind down before bed, to charge your Apple Watch, and to get updates on how you sleep. And then you can track your sleep. Apple Watch can track your sleep, heart rate, wrist temperature, and respiratory rate. So super cool things that we have here. You can go ahead and set up a schedule by pressing the first button on the top, or you can go ahead and skip this. Let's see what it looks like to set up a sleep schedule on the Apple Watch. The first thing it wants us to do is to allow or don't allow health notifications. I'm going to say allow. This can be helpful if it sends me a reminder to do something. And then it's got our sleep goal automatically set for around 8 hours. And then it tells us that if we go to bed every day at 10 o'clock, then we can press this edit button and say which days we want to go to bed, what time we want to go to bed. We can adjust this dial here. So we can say maybe we go to bed earlier at 9 o'clock. And in order to get 8 hours of sleep, our alarm will be around 8:25 there. Oh, that's 11 hours and 25 minutes of sleep. We can adjust it here. 8 hours of sleep. So 8 hours of sleep there will be 5 a.m. if we go to bed at 9 a.m. Now, right now there's no alarm set. We can turn on the alarm right here. I'm going to keep it off for the purposes of this video, but if you want an alarm to wake you up at the wake time, you can do that. And then we can press this check box in the top right to move forward. So just like that, we're good to go. We can confirm our schedule. And next up, we'll get notifications about our health. So things like noise, if we're in loud environments, or if we have a low heart rate or a high heart rate. So super helpful information that we can have. And then all you have to do, if you don't want any of these features on, you can swipe over and turn them off. The green means that they're on, and the white/gray means that they are off. Then we'll go ahead and press this continue button over here, and we'll move forward with the next phase of setting up this Apple Watch. So next up is safety. We've got emergency SOS, fall detection during workouts, and more. So during an emergency, you can hold the side button down to call emergency services immediately. And you can, if you're working out and you fall, it will immediately ask if you need help and can call for an emergency. If the Apple Watch detects a car crash, it can call for emergency services for you. And same with if you need help in an emergency, you can play the siren, which can play a loud sound and get help your way. Another cool feature that they have is called backtrack. In a remote setting, it allows you to record your route and then backtrack it and then walk back the same route you came just in case you got lost, so you can find help or find base camp or wherever you came from. So you've got emergency SOS via satellite. That's brand new to the Ultra 3. In the case that you don't have cell phone service with your Apple Watch Ultra 3, there is emergency SOS via satellite where you can text in case of an emergency using the satellites above, which is pretty cool. So that's the safety features that they've got on this brand new Apple Watch Ultra 3. I'm going to go ahead and press the continue button to move forward. And now it says control Apple Watch with one-handed gestures. So it's teaching us that we can do a wrist flick by flicking our wrist there to get rid of something, and it dismisses it and returns to the watch face. And then we can do a double tap to tap our index and thumb finger together to answer a call, reply to a message, see a smart stack, and more. So cool wrist gestures to be able to tap and double tap. We'll go ahead and press the continue button. And next up is the action button. So the action button's on the side here, this orange button that there's on the left side of the Apple Watch. You can go ahead and set it to a workout. You can set it to a stopwatch, a waypoint, a backtrack, a dive, a flashlight. There's dozens of options right here. You can just press this button one time. It's like an automation button, and it immediately starts whatever you tell it to. So super cool. I like to have this on a workout, so as soon as I hit the gym or get ready to get started, I just press the button and it immediately starts the workout. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave it on workout and we'll hit continue. Next up is the depth sensor. So the depth app can automatically open underwater and measure temperature, time, and depth up to 130 feet. So you've got two options here. You can tell this app to open automatically when it detects that the watch has been submerged, or you can say don't open automatically. And in the case that you do want to use it and you select don't open automatically, you'll have to manually go find the app, the depth app, and your apps on your Apple Watch when you want to use it. I like this feature to be turned on, so when I go swimming, I can just see how far I am in the pool, how deep I am. So I like this, that it automatically opens up, but this is a personal preference here. You can select whichever option works best for you. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to say open depth when submerged and keep it set up perfectly. All right. Next up is diving safety. Now, underwater activities are risky, so you'll of course need to follow the recommendations that they have here. So read the instructions and warnings in the Apple Watch user guide and follow diving safety protocols to prevent or at least reduce the risk of serious or fatal injuries when diving. So good to know there. Next up, we'll hit this continue button and we'll move forward with the next thing. And it's a welcome. You can see it here. It's starting to spell hello. And it's asking for our passcode. So we'll go ahead and type in our passcode here. So I'll go ahead and press done. Our watch is successfully set up. Today we're going to be checking out Surfshark for our lovely promotion where you can get an incredible VPN for about $2.19 for their 24-month promotion. I'm going to go ahead and download this onto our phone and show you the setup process, but you can use the QR code on screen to take advantage of this deal and get access to Surfshark's virtual private network. You can secure your online browsing. It uses protection and hides your IP address, and you can get all kinds of great features to make sure that you stay secure when you're using the internet. And you can go to appfind.org/Surfshark or use the QR code on screen to take advantage of the deal that we have, the promotion that allows you to get Surfshark for 24 months at just $2.19. So let's go ahead. This app is almost downloaded, and I'll show you what it's like to set it up on your brand new iPhone. So this is definitely one of the first things I do when I get my new iPhone. I log in, I set up my virtual private network so I stay secure, whether I'm browsing at home on Wi-Fi or whether I'm on the go on someone else's Wi-Fi network or on 5G. When I have Surfshark enabled, I'm safe and it's fast and it's reliable. So I'm going to go ahead and open this application up. After you've clicked the link in the chat or in the description below, the Surfshark, the appfind.org/Surfshark, or you scan the QR code on the screen and sign up, you'll be able to download the app onto your phone. And then here it's got two options: to create an account or log in. You would have most likely already created an account when you've redeemed the promotion on the QR code or on the link in the description. So you would hit the login button and it asks you to continue with Google, Apple, or your username and password that you set up originally. After you have successfully logged in, this is what it will look like on your screen on your brand new iPhone 16. Now you may be wondering, what do you do? So what it's recommending is you to connect to a virtual private network in a certain location. Now your IP address can be from almost anywhere around the world that they have service. You can scroll down and it looks like I tapped on one. I tapped on one, and it instantly opens it up and tells me more about that. So I highly recommend picking something that's local or nearby, because what will happen is when you're using your virtual private network, websites will kind of detect your location, and if it detects that you're very far away from where you actually live, sometimes it may not let you log in, or it may block you because you wouldn't want someone logging into your account that's not actually you. So sometimes it can be very challenging to get around certain things like that. One of my favorite features is the multi-hop. This way you can have secure connections from multiple directions, and I can scroll down, I can select something like we've got United States and Canada, United States, New York, and Canada, Toronto. We can tap on the multi-hop, and it will need permission in order for us to get started with the VPN. So let's go ahead and authorize the Surfshark and get permission. We'll hit the continue button at the very bottom, and now it's going to ask us, Surfshark would like to add VPN configurations. Since we do want our VPN to be connected, we'll press this allow button right here, and then it will take us to our settings where we'll have to enter our passcode. So I'm going to enter our passcode off camera here just to stay secure, and then it will take us back to the app and it will start connecting. And I'm going to hide my IP address at the top right here, but this is what it looks like. In the top right, your IP address pops up, and then it says connected and safe, and then it shows you your connection time. And then at the very bottom, you can see in the bottom left here, you've got the country that you're connected with, US, New York, and then you've got it via Toronto, Canada. So then you can press disconnect at the very bottom. You can pause it on the right. I'm going to swipe down so my IP address goes away. So you can always disconnect at the very bottom. You can pause it right here, or you can scroll and search for another location that you want. So you've got multiple locations here at the top, and you can select whichever location that you want to connect through to keep your data secure. So this is Surfshark, and it's our lovely promotion that we've got going on right now. You can scan the code on the screen, or you can go to appfind.org/Surfshark to take advantage of our incredible offer. And I hope you enjoyed the virtual private network, and it keeps you secure. This is one of my favorite products that I use every single day to stay secure on the internet. So for this band, I had to revisit the packaging because there is a loop here that allows you to secure the band. So this opens up just like this. So you'll need you'll need this loop or this piece that secures it. It's right here on the packaging. Super easy to miss. All right, so we've got the Apple Watch paired to our iPhone, and it says hello. We're able to hit this start button, and it takes us right to the screen where it wants us to learn how to navigate the Apple Watch. So we can press the digital crown right here on the side to see all of our apps. So we press that once, and all of our apps pop open just like that. And then we can press the digital crown one more time, and it returns to the watch face. Now we can press the side button to open up Control Center, and all of our options for Control Center open up. And then we can press the side button to close Control Center, and our watch face appears again. So you can go ahead and swipe up from the screen to see all of your widgets. You can press the digital crown to go back to your watch face. You can swipe down to see all of your notifications. And then you can go ahead and press the side button to see your Control Center, where you get things like Wi-Fi, battery percentage, your flashlight, pinging your phone, airplane mode, cellular, and more. So super cool settings that they've got baked right here on the Apple Watch Ultra 3. And of course, the action button right here on the side. So we can press the action button one time, and it immediately starts a workout as we set it for the settings on their setup. So one cool thing about the new Ultra Watch 3 and the new Watch OS 26 is that it has Workout Buddy built in. So Workout Buddy helps you stay motivated with generative audio built with voice data from Fitness Plus trainers. So you get encouragement during your workout with the pep talk to kick things off. So super cool. You can go ahead and swipe Workout Buddy on, and then you can go ahead and select a voice here. So they've got various different voices, and then you can hit the done button. Now Workout Buddy starts when you put in your AirPods and you hit start on your workout. It immediately talks about your workout history and gives you a nice little pep talk to get started. So that's one of my favorite features that's baked right here into the brand new Ultra 3 with the Watch OS 26. So the biggest highlight with the Ultra 3 is, of course, having satellite communications, being able to go into your messages here and communicate whether there's cellular service or not. So super handy that we can do that. You can press this digital crown, all of your apps pop open. You can tap any app to open that up and to get started. And yeah, it's pretty simple to use the Apple Watch. We've got the overview there. And if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, go to appfind.ai to subscribe to our newsletter, where you can get the latest complete beginner guides every week in your inbox. You'll get tutorials straight from, including these videos that we make on future technology guides, and written tutorials on how to access these consumer electronic products and apps, and it's really neat. So go to appfind.ai to sign up today, and you can use the AppFind Complete Beginner's Guide strategies in your email inbox to get the latest technology, apps, software, and AI tools and products. And this has been a complete beginner's guide of the Apple Watch Ultra 3. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to comment. Let us know what your favorite feature of the Ultra 3 is in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to figure out when we release our next technology video. We love producing these for you and can't wait to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.